What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Budget Builds channel, also now known as V&N Customs. Check this video out to figure out why we've changed the name, and stick around for an announcement on how to get free merchandise, free Budget Builds shirts, hats, and decals. Check it out. Stick around to the end. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy this short update on the channel. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Formerly known as Budget Builds, I guess. You may have noticed a change. We are now V&N Customs. So what is up with that? A few reasons. One, main reason. I have been talking with a few other automotive YouTubers, and a lot of them have told me kind of the same thing. Budget Builds is used by so many other YouTube channels. There's power sports, ATV, dirt bike channels. There's other car channels, bike channels, truck channels. So with that said, it's kind of hard for people to find the page because there's just so many other budget build channels. So when they're searching budget builds, you know, a dozen other ones come up. So that's the big reason for the change. And then what is V&N Customs? Well, I'm not really a customs shop. I make a lot of custom vehicles for myself. I don't do them for anybody else. However, I'm not against the idea down the road, but V&N stands for my two kids' names. My daughter is Blake, and my son is North. So V&N Customs. So why use my kids' names? Well, it's super important to me that I teach my kids about car culture, integrate them with the environment, I guess, have them helping me in the shop, teaching them stuff that probably won't be taught again in the future, and being able to carry those things into the future, and maybe someday they can teach their own kids these things. I like to take them with me to car shows. They help me with my detailing business, and they help me out in the shop working on things, and as they get older they'll continue to do more of that, hopefully. So I use their names to create a new name for the channel, new name for a business, and it's kind of good timing with this new 57 F100 we're bringing home. Kind of a cool retro hot rod shop design on the logo, which fits the build that we're doing. I don't intend to move the name around again or change it. This will be the new permanent name, and we'll continue the theory of budget builds, which is keeping costs down, building with a budget in mind, you know, using, you know, cheaper parts when it's okay to do so. You know, really thinking out the build process and what needs to have the high-end parts. What can we sacrifice in what areas? You know, can we use some eBay headers but still use a good muffler? Can we use, you know, some cheaper lowering springs but still put some decent shocks on there to get a better ride quality? These are things I do with all the builds I've done in the past. Well, with my Mustang build, we've used pretty high-end components on everything because I knew that was going to be a car I was going to keep probably the rest of my life, pass on to my kids. So that one had very little budget in mind when we built it. I built that kind of throughout COVID, and my business had kind of the best years it's ever had during that time, and I was able to put that car together using some pretty nice parts, but still keeping a budget. You know, I didn't... when it came to like the fuel system, I really shopped around, really did a lot of research on how to use the best parts I could afford and still not go overboard with it. So that's how I kind of go at every build I've done in the past, is just really keeping a mind for what things cost, really putting in a lot of research time. I spend a lot of time really looking into different builds that other people have done, seeing what parts have worked good, what's not been so good. I really don't want to put something together that ends up with problems and ends up costing more money down the road because we decided to use a part that we didn't research enough, and turns out that part fails, or you got to replace it every so often because of some reason or another. So try to avoid stuff like that. But on this 57, really thinking about doing a pretty low budget build. And I got two routes of going at this. Route one, which will be our first attempt, is it's got a little little inline 6 in it, and we're gonna see if that still turns over. We're gonna get that thing running. We're gonna do a little work on the patina on it, a little suspension work, probably do a disc brake upgrade up front, and a little interior work. Probably find a used bench seat out of something else. That's route 1. Get it running, drive it around. Route 2, also pretty low budget, and we've talked about this in other videos, is just doing the Crown Vic chassis swap, which that helps you with so many things, you know, disc brake, suspension, V8 engine, and drivetrain. So that's route 2, which is also very cheap. You could do this truck for less than $5,000 with the Crown Vic swap and have all those modern features. But goal 1 is I just want to get it running on this 6-cylinder that's in it, if it turns over. If it's locked up, we'll go the Crown Vic route probably earlier than planned. But if it runs and drives after we put some work into it, we'll run it like that for a year or 2, and then maybe do a Crown Vic swap down the road, or sell it, or give it away. Who knows? But I wanted to do this video just because you've probably seen the logo has changed, the name has changed, the channel's still the same idea. We're going to keep the budget in mind when making these projects. So, quick video on that, just so you're aware of the new logo. We'll have some cool new merch coming out. The new logo is so much better than the Budget Builds logo. It's going to make for so much better t-shirts, decals, and all that good stuff that'll come out down the road. So with that said, if you want some Budget Builds merch, I had ordered shirts and hats and decals, so I'm sitting on a little of that, and I'm not going to charge for any of it. All I'm going to ask is that you subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody, and like the Facebook page. If you can prove you've done all 3 of those things, I will send you a shirt or a hat or a sticker, or maybe all 3. Just depends on how many people, I guess, do this. If it turns out really well, that'd be awesome. Maybe we'll end up having to give out some new B&N merch too, just if we have enough. So subscribe to the channel, like the Facebook page. Facebook page as of right now is still under the Budget Builds name. I have to wait 60 days to change the name on Facebook. The logos have been changed, and there's an update on the page, but it's still under the Budget Builds name. So if you're searching for the Facebook page, you got to search for Budget Builds still, and then look for the new B&N Customs logo. Other than that, subscribe, like, follow, all that good stuff. Let's keep growing this. Had a little boost in subscribers recently by sharing my YouTube page on another Facebook group, Puddin's Fab Fans. So I've mentioned many times I'm a big fan of Puddin's Fab Shop, and he's got a Facebook group for his fans, so I got on there. Didn't intend to share the page, but people asked about it, shared it, and that kind of gave us a little boost of subscribers, so that was cool. It's good to see people that really support these YouTube channels, these smaller automotive YouTube channels. Now, Puddin's isn't all that small anymore, but I don't know. I still look at him as a smaller YouTuber compared to like Vice Grip and some of these other guys, but he's definitely a lot bigger than what I've got going on. Anyway, go check out the page, subscribe. Like I said, if you can prove to me, you can send it to me in a message on YouTube. You can Facebook message me, show me that you have subscribed to the channel, liked the Facebook page, and shared both the Facebook page and the YouTube channel with a friend. I will send you a hat, shirt, or decal of your choice. One of those 3, or probably a hat or a shirt, and I'll throw in a decal regardless. I'll even cover the shipping costs. There'll be no charge to you. So give it a try, and we'll see you on the next one.